Now he's going to try and run, and man, is he leveled. Well, you could hear that. And Brennan is hurt. He is not getting up.
Pretty wicked stuff. How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. UH Football Nation held its collective breath Saturday as Colt Brennan laid on the field motionless for several moments following that vicious hit by Fresno State's Marcus Riley. The diagnosis, according to UH, a mild concussion. Warriors returned to practice this morning. Brennan was suited up. He did not participate, however. He is listed as day-to-day. The UH coaches and training staff are watching him closely, of course, regarding his availability for this Friday's road game at Nevada.
He hit me solid, and unfortunately, he hit me right in the head, and my head hit the ground, and it knocked me out cold. And but like I said, that's part of the game, and it happens all the time in football. And this is what you sign all those release forms for a reason, and this is part of it. And like I said, my main focus is just to get back, be healthy, and continue to win football games.
I've talked to the NFL people. I've talked to a whole bunch of specialists, and it's a little more complicated than what it used to be when they just give you smelling salts and send you back in. But we'll do what's best for him.
I've had no symptoms. I felt fine the last 2 days, and I just got to hope that I continue to get better and feel good, and hopefully Friday I can get cleared. I mean, that's just all I'm waiting for.
Also this morning, third-string quarterback Inoke Funaki took reps with the first-team unit. Coach Jones says he wants to get him caught up in case he's forced to use him in Reno. Tyler Gronke, though, is still the presumed number 2 quarterback. Today, though, it was the former Kahuku standout who got the call.
Do you think you're ready to take this team to a win?
I definitely think I'm ready, So if they need me, I'll be there. I'll be ready, and I'm sure Tyler's ready too. So if anything happens to Colt, and he's not able to be there, I know definitely me and Tyler, we have the confidence to get in there, and I think the coaches have confidence in us too, and just trying to get ready when we know it's a big game.
We're going to get them both ready, and both of them will probably have a role. We do what we have to do to get ready to play. I know Tyler knows what to do, so just trying to get them both ready, because if they both have to play, then you want to make sure they're had what they need to do. And Oak hasn't taken many snaps since training camp.
It's the final road trip of the season for the 13th ranked Warriors, at least in the regular season. They'll leave for Reno Wednesday. Brennan, who will likely sit out of practice tomorrow morning as well, will be re-examined tomorrow night. Also, running back Kealoha Polaris, who sat out Saturday night because of a sprained knee, was practicing again today. Game is Friday and will be shown live on ESPN2 at 6:05 p.m. Hawaii time.
Brennan suffered a concussion Saturday night here at the Aloha Stadium, where Howard is, against Fresno State, that not only knocked him out of the game, it literally knocked him all out. And while Colt maintains he feels fine now, coaches and doctors will see if he's fit to play in Friday night's contest at Nevada. Coach Jones he said he suffered several concussions as a player himself, and says it will likely be a game day decision. KHNL News 8's Marvin Point-Consejo reports from Manoa.
As loose and carefree as ever, Colt Brennan spent the morning practice in sweats. No helmet, no throwing.
I feel fine. It was a good shot, and obviously, it got the best of me, but, I've felt great the last 2 days. Woken up, I felt fine.
This hit by Fresno State linebacker Marcus Riley early in the fourth quarter of Saturday's victory left Brennan motionless on the Aloha Stadium turf for more than a minute.
Do I think he did it on purpose? Absolutely not. Do I I have any negative feelings for this guy? Absolutely not. He played a great game. He hit me solid, and unfortunately, he hit me right in the head, and my head hit the ground, and it knocked me out cold.
Interestingly, Brennan says he's been through worse.
I've had a concussion in Pop Warner, and that was way worse than this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for this being my second one, it was definitely not as bad as the first one.
Hawaii's 37-30 victory keeps the Warriors' record perfect on the season. But will Brennan be back to help keep that streak alive this Friday night against Nevada? Head coach June Jones says he'll decide on game day.
Yeah, all the way to game time, it will be.
Hopefully Friday I can get cleared. That's just all I'm waiting for.
On the Manoa campus, Marvin Point-Consejo, KHNL News 8.
And of course, the last time that the fans saw Colt Brennan, he was a little bit groggy. Our sports director, Jason Tang, here now to talk about Colt today. Many of those fans taking advantage of the holiday, going out to see how Colt was actually performing. He was knocked out. My mic was knocked out, but my audio now works, and Colt says he's working too.
He's working too. They took advantage of that Veterans Day holiday, like you said. Went out to meet him, injured quarterback, give him their support. Dozens of fans came out today decked out in the Warrior green. The crowd was larger than normal because of the holiday, but also because fans wanted to see how Hawaii's Heisman candidate was doing after Saturday night's violent collision. Many of these fans were at the game and clearly remember the crash.
The whole stadium became so silent, and we started praying as a family, and we just saw the players on the field praying.
Everybody, even Fresno fans, probably felt bad for him, because those kind of injuries for anybody is not good, and we're just happy to see that he's here on the field today, and he looks a lot better.
Brennan thanked the fans for their continued support. For now, he'll be on light duty at practice and hopefully won't wear out his arm because of all those autographs. And then on Wednesday night, the Warriors will fly to Reno, Nevada, while they prepare for their final regular road season game against Nevada, a place where the fans can be pretty unfriendly, but so can the conditions. The average low temperature in November is about 26 degrees, a difference of almost 50 degrees compared to Hawaii, but the Warriors insist it makes no difference.
Everyone's talked about the conditions. I think our team's tired of hearing about it. We've played in the cold last year and won some big football games, and I play some of my best football in the cold, so I'm dying to get out there on Friday because I really want to play, because I have a feeling I can have a good day.
We got to limit the big plays, They make a lot of big plays, either the quarterback pulling it out, they're a little different running game, it's more misdirection, and so you got two guys you got to worry about, even though there's only one guy back there.
And the game is set for 6 p.m. Hawaii time. And Dash, let's just hope that maybe the NCAA will follow the NFL's lead and put a little stronger stance on these helmet-to-helmet hits.
Yeah, kind of interesting that with the NFL, any helmet-to-helmet is a no-no. In college, as long as you lead with the shoulder pad or the arm, apparently it's okay. And very interesting. Jason, we thank you very much. You mentioned there's another player that actually went down this weekend, Jake Locker of the University of Washington. He, too, down on the field, had to be taken off by a stretcher. Ironically enough, he's going to be coming here to Aloha Stadium on December 1st. Those two quarterbacks going against each other, Colt Brennan and Jake Locker. So, again, this game Friday night, I want to mention, it is live, nationally televised on ESPN. Steph?